No more previews. The feature presentation is about to begin as Fox Sports welcomes you to race 3 of season 5. And today we are going to be down at Auto Club Speedway for the running of the Auto Club 400. Weather has been an issue this afternoon, and matter of fact, all weekend. Friday, we originally were going to have qualifying for the Cup race, but a huge thunderstorm washed through the California area basically and stayed around the majority of the weekend, basically canceling qualifying and giving Joshua Lee Match the pole and then number 18 Interstate Batteries Toyota. The Xfinity race was supposed to go green on Saturday, but rain basically pushed that until 1 hour after the conclusion of today's NASCAR IHOP Cup Series race. You can be seeing that on FX, well, provided the weather doesn't mess anything up between now and then, which the weather is supposed to come later in the afternoon around 4:30 local time. So the start of that may be put in jeopardy, but luckily afterwards, if need be, they can move the Xfinity race to tomorrow. But today, the chances of rain are minimal. However, they pushed the start time from 12:03 p.m. local time up to 11:45 a.m. local time, which is just 15 minutes from now. So here are some things to note. Qualifying shortened, canceled, field set by practice speeds from the lone practice session on Friday. Here's a surprise. Xavier Sandresco will start today's race in 4th. Hometown kid, California kid, Joseph Lombard will begin today's race in 10th. Jacob Tube will be starting all the way back in 20th. So, anyways, without further ado, here is your starting lineup. Presented by Chevrolet. In row 1, we have the Interstate Batteries Toyota and the Mobil 1 Chevrolet. Special paint scheme promoting Mobil 1 in the new Corvette ZR1, which will be released later this spring. Row number 2, we have the Aris Internet Modems Toyota and the Motorcraft Ford. Starting this afternoon from row 3, we have the Great Clips Chevrolet and the Busch Beer Ford. Starting from row 4, we have some Hendrick teammates, the Lowe's Chevrolet and the Exalta Chevrolet. Beginning this afternoon from row number 6, we have the Fastenal Ford and the Smithfield Ford. Starting this afternoon from row 7, we have the Furniture Row Toyota and the AAA Insurance Ford. From row 8, we have the Target Chevrolet and the FedEx Express Toyota. Starting from row number 9, we have the Richmond Water Heaters Chevrolet and the McDonald's Mac Tonight Chevrolet. Row 8. Beginning today from row number 9, we have the Advocare Ford and the DeWalt Power Tools Ford. As you see here, beginning today from row 10, we have the Caterpillar Chevrolet and the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Beginning this afternoon from row 11, we have the American Ethanol E15 Chevrolet and the White Deuce Ford. While we're here, let's see if we can put the recent king of California and the person who locked wits with a 48 in a crazy close battle to the win last Sunday at Vegas. That is the 19 of Caleb Hoffman. Hey, Caleb Hoffman, this is Darrell Waltrip in the Fox booth. You got me? Yeah, I got you. Bud. Well, you brought your same car here from last year, supposedly. Have you guys done anything to it since we last raced here in September? Well, first off, we took that car and basically tuned it to run in the day, and basically Looked at a lot at our teammates' notes in the 18 because he's pretty fast. At the start, these starts are typically fairly crazy, as we saw last week in Vegas. Everybody getting all they can, especially with the possibility of a rain shower moving through the area. But it'll be a quick one. Anyways, our Eris Toyota is pretty good. Once we hopefully we'll be able to contend for the win. All right, good luck down there. Thank you. You will be one of 6 onboard cameras this afternoon, presented in crystal clear high definition. You can also log on to the Fox Sports Go app and pick any of these 34 drivers today and watch their onboard cameras. Or as well, you can also go on NASCAR.com/race buddy, provided you have a NASCAR.com account. Anyways, here are your 6 onboard cameras. Caleb Hoffman carrying the Eris Internet on board. Jacob Tube carrying the Napa Auto Parts on board this afternoon. Joseph Lombard carrying the Smithfield Foods on board Chevrolet board, starting 10th. Pole sitter Joshua Leanbatch will be carrying the interstate batteries on board. And lastly, Dylan Murway will be carrying the Busch Beer on board, and he will be starting this race in 6th. "16 laps, possibility of weather in the area. These guys are going to be a little more aggressive than they typically would. How do you think this is going to play a role in pit strategy? We don't know when this rain's going to come, so these drivers are going to be very aggressive. It could be a quick misting shower, it can move in and move out, or it could just stay around for a bit, and then it can stay around and possibly affect the rest of the schedule of this race. Any of these drivers want that. The pace car is in. The 2018 Corvette Z06. DW, you know the drill. All right, boy. Larry, DW, you know the drill. All right, DW, why don't you reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time? Oh, today we're going to be California dreaming today, right here. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. And a huge land rush already down into turn number 1. 14 spun the tires and has lost multiple spots. Guess who takes advantage? The 48 Nate Sherman. Told you he's got a rocket ship. Superman is riding with him today. He's already going to stick his low Chevrolet in a second. The nice thing about California is its multi-groove surface will allow for a lot of passing, provided your car can be grippy. And since it's typically cold, you're going to see a lot of this today. You're going to see a lot of cars running 2-3 wide in the turns. As you see right here in this tight wad of cars with the 22, the 1, the 27, the 20, 24, the 6, and the 11, they are running all over the place. Up front is the 18 leading. Keep in mind there is a car on pit road, the 7. Rumors that an engine may have gone south for them. And they're taking him behind the wall. Caution. Oh, caution's out already. For a light mist in turn 4. Light mist in 4, light mist in 4, caution's out, caution's out. Caution's out. Light mist in 4, light mist. You see on board the 48 of Nate Sherman, the light, you saw right there, it started misting quite a bit on the windshield of his car. And almost as like the rain hit 2 laps in. We are on lap 215 today. And unfortunately, Chris Washer is already out of the race due to mechanical issues. And we may be bringing the cars down in a few moments because there's concerns that this may bring some heavier rain. And oh, yep. See on the PA system right here in the center of the racetrack that they're going to bring the cars down pit road. Right now. And put them under the red flag. With 3 laps complete, they're going to freeze the lap counter. And put these cars on pit road, park them, and we will be waiting out this rain delay. Hey, here at Auto Club, hopefully this rain will pass quickly. See the covers being put on the cars. They're allowing these drivers to get out, but not go too far away from their cars because the rain could stop. They can get the track drivers out. And they can bring them back. Fans are being told to take cover. However, due to any nearby, due to rain and the high possibility of lightning moving through the area, so far only 1 caution for rain. And right now, this is the current scene down here in Auto Club Speedway. You're watching NASCAR on Fox. Unusual to have California rainstorms in late February, but I've seen crazier things happen in racing. This is the current state of affairs here in the Auto Club 400. You normally would see cars going around the racetrack right now, but unfortunately, due to this rain shower, which Larry Mack, weatherman, what do you think the window is going to be like after this big storm cell passes through, which would take rumored to take about 3 hours to pass through. It took about an hour and a half to dry. I had this track up when it rained Saturday for an attempt to run the bush race. For an attempt to run the bush race, which you will see an hour after the conclusion of the cup race of this race on Fox. However, with this rain, we could be seeing a race that could, a track that may possibly change from day to night is a possibility. Afterwards, there is a window before maybe a few small pop-up showers, but the thing you gotta worry about is when it rains on a track with an old surface, weepers. They will come up, and they will take a car straight into the fence. Hence, at any given time, so at this point, this rain looks to stay around about 2.5 to maybe 3 hours of rain. That'll probably take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to dry this place. So we could be seeing, or high likelihood, that the Bush race may be run at night or possibly on Monday. On Monday here, before we have to take these guys to Rockingham next week. Because the rumors, if the weather race were to run on Monday, the weather is a lot clearer here, and we will be able to see these cars racing on Monday. There will be a crawl on the bottom, roller on your bottom screen, giving you guys live Twitter updates here from the track and from NASCAR. Make sure to pay attention to those. If the rain goes longer than expected, we will be finding updates as well. You can also go on NASCAR.com to check for updates as well. Other than that, while we're here, you are watching NASCAR on Fox from the Auto Club Speedway. And unusually wet and mildly depressing Auto Club Speedway, by the way.